Good evening. We are going to talk about how Apple intellectually has a habit of blinding people. Not really a habit, it's more like an effect, a side effect. For example, Samsung has had the AMOLED display since at least the first Galaxy. So there have been 8 reiterations of devices with that screen on them. But did the public really pay attention to it? DisplayMate has even crowned the Galaxy Note series one after the other in succession being best display. Oh, another one, best display ever. Another one, best display ever. Until the iPhone X. Then when the iPhone X came out, they're like, oh, best display ever. And now everybody's like, oh my god, look at this display, it's so pretty. And I predicted this happening. Like, people did not pay attention to it at all. I've seen it happen personally. Now all of a sudden that a phone comes out with an Apple logo on the back of it, now people are like, oh, wow, it has the AMOLED display because, you know, that's really good. When Samsung's had the same on their handsets for years. Another one is processor appreciation. So when the S8 and S8 Plus came out earlier this year, it had a processor that could go as high as 2.4 gigahertz. That is on par with a lot of these $700 to $800 to $900 laptops. But did people, including the media, really pay attention to this and see the actual value in it? No. But then when the A11 Bionic chip comes out, everybody's raving and ranting about the, oh, processor power this, benchmark that. What is it? N22, blah, 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 blah. It's only when under the moniker of that, what is it, San Bernardino, I think? No, Cupertino, I'm sorry. Based company, do people actually start paying attention and then acting like they totally realize and understand that it's this big, special, amazing thing. Portrait mode is another one. When the iPhone started being able to do that, or to create the depth of field effect, that everybody's like, oh yeah, like, why do you like the iPhone 8? Oh, because it has the depth of field. Do you know what that means? Did you know or care about that until Apple came out with one? Because Samsung has been making phones that was able to do the same thing, that were able to do the same thing, not as well, but the effect and the ability to do that has been there. But did anybody pay attention to it? No. And part of that may be marketing on Samsung's behalf, like something they just weren't doing right. But it's just yet another one of the examples. Another one is wireless charging. We've had it since the S6, iPhone, or Apple just got it this year, and now you see tons of people coming in being like, oh, what are those wireless chargers? Oh, will this work with my wireless charger? Like, everything's, oh, all of a sudden wireless charging has become a trending thing and people are actually looking for it and value it and look at it as a plus or a positive. When if you would have presented a phone that was not made by Apple to them that could do wireless charging, and depth of field and had an AMOLED display and had a processor that was really powerful, it would fall flat. It would literally fall on deaf ears. Like, their brain would not even consider that to be a plus. But then when you put it on a device that has the freaking Apple logo on it, all of a sudden the lights come on, ding, green check marks. Oh, this is good, this is good, this is why I should buy this phone. It's maddening. It's stupid. The last one is kind of, maybe sort of like with the file browsing system. I've heard people list, with iOS 11, you were given the ability to create and manage file browsers, or like you would on a regular computer, but only within the iCloud storage capacity. You still can't create and edit and move around files and stuff from inside the iPhone file browser. But I've heard people use that as another advantage or benefit of an iPhone. When again, since day one, that's been available on devices that were not designed by Apple. Point being, it's infuriating to me when an electronics company who doesn't even create their own stuff, every now and then they'll come out with something that was original idea. Very rarely, can seemingly magically take something that's been around for a long time that the public just does not pay attention to. Even when it's presented to them, it still falls on deaf ears, and all of a sudden, if that particular organization includes that in their next handset, it all of a sudden becomes hugely, like, amazing, and it's just, oh, just another one of the great things about this phone. It's dumb. It's retarded. God! Makes me mad. But anyways, haven't done an anti-Apple video in a while. Want to just like throw another one out there. But you know what you all can do? You all can stay beaming.